video number 2. So this would be the ending of 60 days, month 2. I started eBay selling December 31st, 2024 is when I listed my first item. I did a video after a 30-day video, and after the end of January, I was a little frustrated, a little bit overwhelmed sometimes. Anyway, so we're at the end of February. It's actually March 1st right now. So we're going to do a quick update on how things are going. So my selling has picked up, listing much faster, learning what I need to know, becoming more proficient in listing repeat type items, I guess. As you can see, I got a proper chair. It's an old chair that I had upstairs. I got a new chair upstairs for my office upstairs. Anyway, so listing is becoming much faster. The learning like items and things like that, learning what to look for, it's all learning process. You need to learn your products that you're trying to sell, and you just got to learn them. So once you start learning them, things become easier, become more relaxing. Listing doesn't become so tedious and long. I try to list. So if I average out my listings, I'm listing probably 8 to 12 a day, I would say. I've updated my store to a, whatever it is, 1,000 subscription. Because I was for a while I was listing January. I listed until I started getting charged, and I don't want extra charges. I just don't want to get that. So I've updated. I have a store subscription now. It's not the most bottom one. It's the next one up, which I think is basic instead of beginner or something to that effect. So I just want to do an update video. So I'm selling probably. I'm not going to go through a bunch of numbers on the computer and things like that. I'm selling probably $1,000 a month right now. So anywhere from 200 to 300 a week. Gross. That's gross. So we're netting like $1,000 or $700 a month. Okay, so it's just it's a starting process, and I'm okay with that. It was very frustrating in the beginning. Anyway, I'm not going to go cry a sob story about how things are going. Things are going really good. I have been spending a lot of money getting things set up to make it easier, to make my life easier. And we're going to go over all that stuff. So again, I'm still in the basement. As you can see, it's getting full. If you can see behind me, I got mountains of inventory. The last 2 shelves are stuff that is posted. This first shelf is my death pile, which is much better than it's been. It's a lot. I have a lot of inventory. I have a lot of things because I can't go source every day. So when I do source, I try to go 2 times a week right now. Right now it's winter. We have 0 garage sales. So I'm relying, and I'm lucky enough to live in an area that I can hit 5 thrift stores between Goodwill. We have a Habitat for Humanity store, and between Goodwill's Habitat for Humanity store and a Salvation Army store, I have probably I have an AmVets too. So I have 5 or 6, well, maybe 7 stores that I can hit in 30 minutes or less. So it works out really good that if I got to go do something, I can pop into a store, pick up a few items, inventory, bring it home. So I can't source every day. I am sourcing about 2 times a week. And then my wife will go out and she'll grab stuff on Sundays. I can't do our stores have the Sunday dollar sales, and everybody knows that about Goodwill. And it's chaos. And I found that I am getting much better inventory during the week. During the week, get there first thing in the morning. I'm finding much better inventory than the Sunday dollar sales, things of that nature. The only thing good on Sundays is you can get a lot of clothing. But clothing is hit or miss. You start picking up all the dollar clothing, and the next thing you know, you get home and you got 40 pieces of clothing, and 20 of them are sellable because of stains or whatever that you didn't see. So I've been picking up a lot of inventory during the week. Anyway, with that, I don't want to make this video too long. So we're going to go over what I'm doing to get how I got my store set up, my actual office here set up. And we'll go over all that, and we'll go over some inventory I got, and then that'll be it. And then I'll have to decide when to do another update. I think I'm going to wait one more month, so end of March. So that'll be a full 90 days selling if I wait to the end of this month. I think I'll do a video then, and I hope when that video comes out that we're talking much better numbers and things of that nature. And if we are, I may start doing a weekly, or at least bi-weekly, or I'm sorry, every 2 weeks update video. They'll be quick, they'll be fast, and we'll go from there. But for right now, we're going to do this one, and I'll do the one at the end of this month, and that'll be a full 90 days. That'll be my first full 90 days as a reseller on eBay. I haven't gotten into any other reselling sites yet. I plan to. I want to just make sure that my eBay experience is taken care of, and it's becoming like second nature, how things get posted, how things get packed. I do ship fast. I mean fast. So if I get an order that comes in and somebody's paid, that thing gets packaged, and it no later than the next day it goes out. It goes to the post office the next day. So I'm getting a lot of good feedback on how fast I'm shipping, and products description are really good. People would rather you tell us something that's wrong with it, and they'd rather still buy it with a scratch or a thing on it, as long as you've told them. When you don't tell them and they get that product, and it's got a scratch, even though it doesn't affect the usability of it, people think that you're trying to not scam them, but you're just selling bad product. So I try to make sure that I'm listing good product, and I'm also listing items, the item description that describes the item I'm listing. If I got to go for a lower price because I got a couple scratch and dents, I will do that, as long as I'm not losing money. I don't want to lose money. So we're doing that much faster at that. And then the shop down here is a much better setup. We're still tight quarters, but it is what it is. And then we're going to go over all of that. So before we get into all of that, I did want to go over that I have had my first return. It was a vacuum head for a Dyson stick vacuum. And I believe, now the person was easy to deal with. They shipped it back. I returned their money. It wasn't really a big deal. I described the item perfectly. I wrote in my description that I am not sure if this will work on, it was the bottom head of a stick vacuum. I bought the whole unit. I parted it out. I've sold the power unit. I sold the stick tube part, and then the one part was the brush head. And I specifically said that I was not sure it's for a Dyson Motorhead V7 or whatever it was. I wrote in the description that I am not sure if this thing will fit on anything else. I wasn't trying to get into, hey, this will fit this, this will fit that. I told them what it came off of, and it's their responsibility to make sure that this is going to work for them. I made sure this unit was working prior to parting it out. Every part of it was working prior to parting it out. I parted it out. I sold the motor head. I sold the brush head, and then I just sold the down tube the other day. The person contacted me about the brush head, and their words were, "This isn't working on my vacuum." And we had some conversation back and forth, messages back and forth, and ultimately it came down to the point where I said, ship it back and I'll refund your money. They shipped it back. I refunded the money. My guess is it was for the wrong vacuum. Everything looks fine. I got it. I took it apart, made sure I looked at it, nothing got crazy. They didn't break it and then ship it. The problem I have now is I don't have a way to test it because I don't have that vacuum. it was definitely working before I shipped it out the first time. Now I have it back. I'm guessing they ordered it and it was for the wrong vacuum. That's my guess, because the person's words were, it doesn't work on my vacuum. So it is what it is. Had my first return. It's not really a big deal. I returned it. I'll put it back in a box and we'll relist it and we'll ship it back out. And I mean, obviously I hope it don't happen again. If it does happen again, then I'm just going to, I'll bring it in and I'll post it as a, parts only or whatever, or whatever. I'll throw it in the trash. I don't know. We'll do something. But anyway, I want to get into that. So let's get into how things are set up down here. So last time I had very bad lighting. And so I bought some light boxes, as you can see, light stands. They're sitting up there. Normally I have white poster boards here. I was packaging up some stuff. My table here is a mess. I had poster boards like that. That's my setup going to be for my clothing. I'm going to put a white sheet over that. Anyway, I have a whole setup for that. I have a lot of clothing I need to list. My wife likes to buy clothing. This stuff on the table here is all stuff that I just recently picked up. I have to check it all in. DVD player. There's some Pyrex. I pick up old Pyrex now. And it seems to go all right. But anyway, death pile. Nice pair of Reebok pumps there. A lot of good Pyrex up there. Some good clothing. I got to get this stuff listed. I've been going through it pretty heavy. That's my death pile shelf. I'm going to get 2 more shelves for this area here. 2 more racks. I got to get them on order. This is all stuff that's listed. It's getting packed. So anyway, I got to get it sorted out. It is all, I know where I can find everything. I have it all inventoried. I know where everything is. I know it looks a little chaotic, but I'm in a small space. I'm in a very, very small space. So the light boxes are really good. I set myself up a TV. I have my Atari. I got a ton of games I got to sell. I picked up a lot of an actual lot. I bought almost 200 games in one lot. So I got to get that. I got some inventory here. This stuff is listed. That's a Sony docking stereo, DVD VCR combo, some VCRs. Anyway, so that stuff. Got my laptop, and this is a magnifying light. It works out really good when you're trying to find a number or something. I got my scale there. It's a little messy. It is what it is. I got my printer, label printer. I got to get a small printer for printing out packing lists or packing sheets. But anyway, that's that. It's quick, down, and dirty. I'll tell you, one of my biggest pet peeves is peeling labels, but it is what it is. I found that is one thing that really gets under my skin, is trying to get labels off of certain things. And sometimes it seems like they stick a label in the worst spot. Every piece of glassware, they stick it right over the logo on the bottom. It is what it is. I did want to go over. I got shafted on a pair of sneakers, and I think it's funny because I didn't pay hardly anything for them. These are a pair of Nike. Well, they're fake. They're fake. I paid $4 for them, and they're a pair of Nike Dewars. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. But they're fake. So they are fake, and I was going to clean them up, and then I started looking into them. I said, man, I really ought to look into these because they could be extremely pricey shoes. And I looked into them, and they're fake. And I kind of think it's funny. It's all a learning process, but they are fake, and that's okay. That's okay. I didn't hardly pay anything for them. Maybe they'll fit me. Maybe I'll wear them around. Be a cool guy with Nike Dewars. Anyway, they are fakes, though, unfortunately. This is a beautiful coffee percolator, Corningware. I tried to list this. You can't list these on eBay. They kick it back for safety recall issue. Something about the handle coming off them. They will not let you list this. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I found some on there listed, and I think they're getting around it by rewording it or whatever, but I'm not even going to get involved in that. So I said that I'm not going to list. So, I mean, really, that's about it. I wanted to update. So selling is going much better. Listing is going way faster. Getting way more comfortable in it. So any new seller, I mean, obviously I'm a really new seller, but anyone just trying to get into this, I was ready to quit on the first video. I was like, this is not going to work out, but I can start to see a light developing at the end of the tunnel. So, I enjoy it. I enjoy my free time. I enjoy creating my own schedule. I do enjoy all of that. So if you're thinking about getting into this, it's work. The one thing I will say is if you want to make money, right? I'm doing this full time, trying to. If you want to make money, it's work. If you want to make money and be consistent, you got to put your time in. So, I mean, by the time I'm all said and done, I mean, you're an 8-hour day almost every day. It just depends on where you want to put that 8 hours, how you want to split it up, in which that's the part I enjoy. So if you're going to do this, do it. But if you want to make money at it, you got to grind. And that's it. You just got to grind. Like right now today, I'm going to probably jam, probably 15 to 20 items on today. I have to inventory these in. I have an inventory process where I get the stuff. It sits on my table here. I label it with a removable type of tape that I use. I write out when I got it, where I got it, how much I paid for it. Plus I get discount rates at certain places, what I paid for it. And then I can stick it on the death pile shelf. And then when I grab it, the original label's already peeled. It's ready for me to just sit down, start looking up the comps on them and go from there. So that's how I do my inventory. I got to inventory all this stuff in. I bring it home. I sit down, take the receipt. I go through it. I inventory it. I label it with my label, put it on my pile, and then I can just grab anything I want at any given point and start listing. So it's still a process. We're still working through some stuff. One thing is don't label stuff new if it's not new. I will tell you that right now. I don't do that. But I have a bag over here. I have a couple things that, man, you swear the tags were just cut off and it's brand new. I mean, it looks, but I don't list it as new. I'll list it as, missing tag or very, very clean, something to that effect. Don't list stuff you cannot guarantee with tags as new. Now, I've gotten some vintage stuff, set of Infinity speakers. They're probably from the 90s, 6x9 house speaker or car speakers. I just sold them. They listed for like 6 hours and somebody took them, but they were new in the box, open box. But when you opened them up, it was like the surrounds, the foam surrounds had deteriorated, brand new in the box. The wiring was still in the box, never been unfolded, anything. So stuff like that, those are really good finds. And I sold those fast. I mean, really fast. So stuff like that, that's a new thing, but it's a new open box, vintage, old stock, whatever, how you want to do it. But don't list stuff. When you send something to somebody, just picture yourself opening that thing up and going, man, this person really, really described this item that I'm looking at, how it is. Or, boy, this person didn't mention this, 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 and this. There's things you don't see and you hope the returns are minimal, but it is what it is. It's part of the process. So I guess that's it. It's going to be the end of this video. It's just a quick update, and I'll get through this next month of March. And at the end of that, again, that'll be my 90 days, 90 actual full days, my first 90 days of reselling on eBay. And I'll do another video. The progress from month 1 to day 60 to end of month 2 is, I can see the uphill. I can see the progress. So I'm hoping by the end of month 3, the end of 90 days, first 90 days, it will be another exponential jump. And hopefully we have good news then. If you guys are watching this, the two of you that are, I appreciate it. You know, it's a small channel. If you want to subscribe and wait for the videos, and like I said, after the 90-day video, I'm going to try to do something a little more regular when I get settled in a little bit more. But anyway, if you are watching this, I do appreciate it. My store is American Gem, American GEM, on eBay. You can check it out. I got a lot of good stuff on there. So check it out. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for another update. 30 days away. Thanks.